But that Jada life,
Let me tell you something, and I don't want to put this just on women, and especially not just on black women. There are some miserable people in this world.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'm talking about folks that cannot find joy anywhere, and they are like a cancer to your life. And I'm going to call a spade a spade. Will, as much respect as I can give to you and your marriage, your wife is cancerous, dude. She is, bro. She is. And here's what's crazy. We don't have to dig to figure it out. Mm-hmm. She put it out there for the world to see because she doesn't give a damn. She doesn't care about anything. Real talk, she doesn't even care about herself. Trust me, Will Smith, you love your wife Jada way more than Jada loves herself.
But tell me what you think of this. The biggest mistake I made, which I'll never make ever again, is I isolated myself from my friends, because one of the things that I noticed throughout this whole situation, not one male came out and said, "I'm Will Smith's friend." Not one.
Yes,
because I sat here and I said, "Wait a minute." When O.J. Simpson did what he, had his situation, he had
Kato Kalin at least.
When what's my golfer's name? Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
When situation, he had a friend step out, and I'm sitting up here saying, "Now wait a minute." No male stepped out to say, "I'm Will Smith's friend," which tells me that he isolated himself so much. And I know what that means. And I'm telling to brothers right now, bruh, you ain't got to be alone. Bruh, if you come here and you want to cry, snot, whatever, show your emotions. But you ain't got to be alone in these YouTube streets. You ain't got to be alone. I understand a black, matter of fact, forget black, a man.
Yeah.
This is beyond color now. A man being left alone. Will Smith is left alone. That's why I will not call that man a simpleton, because he's
not a simp, yo.
That is not a simple-minded man walking around. That is a man where if you go through what he's been through, the fact that he didn't self-delete yet, no.
Most people couldn't even handle it, Uncle Stu.
Right.
Yeah. The hubris of you, Jada. The hubris of you. Yo, you have taken one of our best shining examples of what a black man can be. And what have you done? You have subjected him and diminished him to the point that he's in tears almost every time he's on camera in front of you. Good job, shorty. And to the I should stop drinking scotch, but to the Tiffany Haddishes out here that want to sit there and co-sign on that stupid stuff, Jada says she doesn't need to be offended. So what does your bald-headed tail need to say about that? What do you have to say about that now? Because you follow Jada into bald-headedness, and you have no one as well. And I said it on the live, you don't know what you're talking about.
But let me say it this way, taking exactly what you said. The reason I say there's so many Jadas in the world, because what's the first thing a lot of women love to say? I didn't tell them to buy me no flowers. I didn't tell them to pay my bill. I didn't tell them to do this. I didn't tell them to do that. So they like to throw the stone at the glass house and then take their hand back. But too many women is running around, but you accepting the gifts. And then when all quote unquote hell break loose, then you want to back up. No, ma'am. You didn't want that brother that was giving you them roses.
Right.
You want the brother that was giving you the 40. You didn't want the brother that was willing to love you, take care of you, and take care of them kids that ain't his. You didn't want him. So there's a whole lot of Jadas that did the same thing to so many men. Once again, I say to the brothers in the back, if you did right by a woman and she didn't want to appreciate your love, bruh, just dust it off. It ain't your fault, it's hers.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
Keep it moving. Don't you feel bad because you did good and she didn't want to reciprocate? You brothers, stop trying to make a woman love you first. Brothers,
I've been there though, Uncle Stu. I've been there. I used to be like this. Here's what's crazy. Will's older than me, and it's beyond me that he hasn't figured this out yet, right? I used to be the man that wanted to conquer the most difficult woman. Like, yo, I'm El Guapo. She doesn't know who she's messing with. When she comes up against this Rock of Gibraltar, she's going to turn to cotton. Well, that's a waste of time. I want a soft woman when I meet her now. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to break you down. I believe that Will has been like, yo, I'm going to lift her up. I'm going to make her shine. I'm going to break her down. I'm going to save her. Will has had his cape on for 25 plus years trying to save this woman that doesn't want to be saved. He's been trying to defend this woman and she's been indefensible.
Right.
And I said this before, he's pot committed now. It's like a bad hand of poker where you pushed all in and you have no choice but to sit there and see how the cards unfold.
Right.
But he does have a choice. Corey Holcomb said this. It'll cost Will 60% of his money to get out of that marriage, and it'll be worth every penny.